Yeah. What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Face Drama, and I'm back at it with another episode of Hip Hop Wild. Well, you know, we talk about wild hip hop with a little bit of community news. You know how we do. You know how we do. Yeah. Big up to all my yachty men. Big up to all my yachty men. Got a Jamaican man beheads wife after finding out their 6 kids are not his. Wow. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know what's worse. Finding out 6 kids are not yours or having your head cut off. Let's talk about it. Yeah. So, you know, the late Cameron Rainford and her husband, a Jamaican man, has beheaded his wife after realizing their 6 kids is not his. An angry man in Jamaica who suddenly found out his wife had been cheating on him and that their 6 children and marriage were not his, reportedly cut off the woman's head in a fit of deadly anger. You're not the father.
And there ain't no coming back.
Yeah. So, you know, according to local newspaper reports in South America country, the gory incident happened in St. Andrew where the man was not named decided on a DNA test on his children, and there he realized none of them was his. The woman, Cameron Rainford, was said to have later confessed to her husband that she had been sleeping with other men, resulting in the children and begging for his forgiveness. But days leading up to the murder, her husband had cut his dreadlocks and told people close to him that he would kill his wife, but no one seemed to take him serious. You know how we do. Sources said that what really angered the man was the fact that Rainford had often gone to his workplace to embarrass him for child support, knowing that he was not the real father of those kids. Wow.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to me! I may not know but I know a bitch when I see one!
We don't condone murders whatsoever, but this situation is kind of sketchy. You know how we do. Can you imagine just, you know what I mean, fellas? Can you imagine raising some kids, they like 15, 16, all the way down, and then to come to find out they not your kids? Yo, she took his love for granted. Yo, what's wrong with some of y'all ladies when y'all do that? Do y'all know what y'all getting yourself into? Like, she was really taking homie for a sucker. Like, going up to the workplace, demanding child support, embarrassing him in front of his coworkers and all that. And then you know what I mean? You man up and you taking care of what's yours and handling your responsibilities, and come to find out none of the little dirt dabblers is yours? Wow, that is crazy. Oh, man, she a neo-maxi zoom dweeby. R.I.P. though, R.I.P. I'm just saying, though, that's wicked. But this is a testament to show that how one woman could take away and hurt so many innocent lives. Think about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, they're not even gonna like this song, you know? But if I just said I'm not fucking sorry? Cause I'm not fucking sorry, you know? Okay, I'll play the bad guy. Cause you go to school and you baptize. They won't believe that it's you hurting me. They won't believe what you doing to me. I think we should have a conversation. You've been trying to test a nigga patience. You failed, baby, you failed. Yeah. Cause now I got a new bitch. Riding around in the new whip. Rolling up to the new crib. About to settle down and have a few kids. And now you got a new nigga, and you don't look happy, go figure. I guess you can't be happy with no nigga. You should've been my wife, but you couldn't act right for the right nigga. But I'll play the bad guy. I'll take the blame if you'd like. I'm looking on the bright side. I don't gotta deal with this all of my life. Hanging up the phone whenever you like. You could go home whenever you like. I'ma talk shit whenever I like. After all, I'm a bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. After all, I'm a bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. After all, I'm a bad guy. Let's say I want you back right. I know down inside you won't act right. I can't believe that you'd listen to me. They won't believe that you made me leave. With all of your cussing, all of your fighting, all of your who, what, why, where have I been? No, I'm not lying. No, I'm not cheating. This is the reason, girl, this is the reason. Just because you love love somebody doesn't mean you should stay. I told you 1,000 times that you need to change. Cause now I got a new bitch, riding around in the new whip, rolling up to the new crib, about to settle down and have a few kids. And now you got a new nigga, and you don't look happy, go figure. I guess you can't be happy with no nigga. You should've been my wife, but you couldn't act right for the right nigga. But I'll play the bad guy, I'll take the blame if you'd like. I'm looking on the bright side, I don't gotta deal with this all of my life. Hanging up the phone whenever you like. You could go home whenever you like. I'ma talk shit whenever I like. After all, I'm a bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. After all, I'm a bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. After all, I'm a bad
an Instagram model's murder in Richmond. Tonight, her millions of followers are still asking why. Our Grace White is back on the case tonight and has new details. Grace?
What makes this case so complex is social media. Janae Gagne's family says she didn't know the man who killed her. Now police are poring over her millions of followers to try to find him.
Did you recover any weapons, any guns, any knives? Did you recover anything from the crime scene?
I don't want to release what we have or have not recovered. I will tell you there was no shooting involved.
Motive is still the biggest mystery in the murder of Instagram model Miss Mercedes Moore. The 33-year-old was found strangled to death in her Richmond apartment Sunday. The man identified as the suspect, 34-year-old Kevin Accordo from Florida, died by suicide.
What about his car? Do you know how he got here from Florida? Did you recover a car?
That is information. That is information that is part of the case that I won't release. It has to do with tracking him from how he got to Texas.
Another question police are still trying to answer: how did he get in? There were no signs of forced entry, and it's a gated complex. Somehow, though, he found a way in.
You have to kind of understand those apartments. You can enter 3 different ways: through the garage, through the back door, through the front door. So it makes it difficult to understand.
But police in the small town of Richmond vowing to get answers in what's been the highest profile murder case they've seen in years.
There will be closure for the family. Before this case ends, there will be closure for the family.
We asked police about restraining orders and if this suspect had a criminal history. So far, they've found none of that. Police did tell us they've been in touch with this man's family in Florida and hope to learn more.
Now, just take a look at this picture. SMH. What could they have possibly had in common? Nothing. Know what I mean? What was the attraction here? Huh? Cash app. Matter of fact, we'll get into the story a little more. Let the pops talk, though.
The family says they hadn't heard from her for a couple days, so they showed up here to the apartment complex. When no one answered when the dad knocked, he kicked the door in and said he found his daughter there on the floor, already deceased, and her killer upstairs with a knife in him, still alive. To her parents and other family and friends, 33-year-old Janae Gagne was so much more than an Instagram model.
She was special. Just like she had a few million followers, that's all fine and good. But she was a person, and we miss her a lot.
Searching us out to get the facts. Janae was loved, funny, goofy, crazy as hell. I know, and I shouldn't say that about my daughter, but that's my daughter. 2.6 million followers on Instagram knew her as Mercedes Moore. What happened on Sunday was the family's worst nightmare. Attacked, they say, by a stalker. How this guy found her, I don't know, but me walking in and finding my daughter and finding him committing suicide was just something that a parent should never bear.
She's very cautious about her surroundings. Unfortunately, someone basically was stalking and killed my baby.
Police say Kevin Accordo lived in Florida and did not know Janae. His only criminal record, traffic violations.
It does hurt as a parent to know you're bearing your child before, you pass away.
Feeling as a father that you can't protect your daughter and something happens like this?
Janae was just a light, to be honest, and not just outside of the home, but she was very protective of me, protective of her dad, and she just was always the sweetest thing.
Exactly how the suspect got here from Florida, got in the house, found her, all of that we still do not know. We watched the family remove her belongings from the home today, and they're currently making funeral arrangements.
So Boy took a flight from Florida to Texas, or he drove. That's damn near like one side of the map to the other, know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I ain't gonna say he was a complete stranger, and this is just my theory. We just speculating here. But if there's no, like, you know what I mean, form of transfers, and when I mean transfers, it's like Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, and all that. You know what I mean? That'll tell it all. Word, them DMs, Instagram, Facebook, and all that, that'll tell it all. Like, ain't no false entry. The doors wasn't locked. No gunshots was popped. It was like on some, you know what I mean? Maybe he had the bag and like, yo, I'm gonna pull up. And he probably been cashing out for some time or whatever, and probably like bluffed her, you know what I mean? Body bluffed her, word. Like, yo, I just need to see you. They probably never even seen each other. And he was just cashing out and he wanted to see her. Like, yo, I'm gonna pull up with this X amount, 000, you know what I mean? And she probably went for it. And once he got there, probably showed up to the door all sweaty. She looked like he stink, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine, you know what I mean? All thirsty, lusting for her, you know what I mean? And that bag wasn't right. That bag wasn't right, you know what I mean? So it was no bueno, you know what I mean? He had to go. And, you know, he probably wasn't trying to hear that. And that's when, you know how we do, they might have got into it and, you know, her demise. Whoa. That's what happened. And he looked so sick and twisted, I wouldn't put it past him. Like, I'm just thinking off the record here. Look at him. Look. Like, he look like he'll do something foul, like sexually to her, even after her passing. Know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that, it's a factor. That's when the pops, know what I mean? Matter of fact, word.
Me walking in and finding my daughter and finding him committing suicide, finding him committing suicide was just...
I ain't got to spell it out. That was enough right there for me to already see how that went and ended. You know what I mean? Word. Yo, man, salute to the mother and salute to the father. You know what I mean? And R.I.P. to Mercedes Moore, man. Like, it's wicked out here. Yo, ladies, I know y'all out there doing it. 2022, y'all balling. The PPP loans, a lot of y'all got y'all bodies done. I'm in the streets. I see it. Y'all booties is looking nice. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna front those. A few of y'all ladies out there looking like some hot water bottles. I ain't gonna front, all long and droopy, look like some melting ice cream or something. But for the most part, it be y'all, salute to y'all. But stop playing with these dudes, man. Y'all see what happened and y'all thinking these dudes is derelict. Homie look like a straight cheese curl. Neo Maxi Zoom dweeby. Y'all thinking y'all gonna get over. But financially and mentally, nah, it's not a good look for y'all. Be safe out here. We do.